Wow, been a while since I made one of these. I guess there's just a lot going on. I kind of fell out of it. But you know what? I like doing it. I'm going to get back into it. So today I'm doing the Balmain crested tuxedo jacket, whatever you want to call it. Here I am kind of wearing it. You can see it's actually quite a stiff jacket, but we'll get more into that later. There I am kind of moving my arms. You can't really move around too much in this, but that's alright. It looks pretty cool. So this is a bit of an overview of the front. You can see it has a shawl lapel, and you're going to see more coming up how that kind of folds over the rest of the jacket. But that strip of what looks like black there is actually a very dark navy. Velvet doesn't really show up well on camera. And depending how you brush that, it can get either light or dark. But anyways, moving on to the main feature of this, which is really the crest. That's all hand done. It's some sort of metallic something or other. I'm not exactly sure what they use for it. And it doesn't really pick up on camera, but the claw portions there are actually sort of reflective. There's like a little something to it there. But that's all done by hand, and they apply that to a crest, and then that crest goes on the jacket. So that's the way that they get that on there, without having to actually fiddle with the entire jacket. Moving on to the lapel, you can see that it's folded over. And you can see I'm kind of getting in there. There's a bit of a crease there. So the reason that the fold stays so perfect is the crease is stitched about halfway up the jacket to have the lapel fold over, if that makes sense. So there's a stitch that keeps the lapel folded, and then the top half is free to just kind of flow fluidly, which is why it's sort of all stuck together and it moves with the jacket. The buttons themselves are made by the same company that does the French military buttons. One thing to note about this jacket, if you're going to get something like this, those buttons are not stitched on very well. You're going to have to go to a tailor and get them stitched on a little more securely. On the cuffs, they are fully functioning surgeon's cuffs with the velvet there, as you see. Balmain, they never have the last button done up, so either it'll be missing the button on purpose, or it'll be stitched up like it is here, so you purposely can't do them all up to show off the surgeon's cuffs. The pocket there on the front, I guess you want to call it a welt pocket, nothing special to it. Actually, I haven't even cut them. I very rarely cut the pockets on my jackets, the reason being is I want it to stay nice and flush. There's the lapel, you can see folded over down at the bottom. It kind of forms into a point there where the whole thing folds over itself. So you do get a bit of a fold there, but I mean, you don't really notice it. That's all right. You know, what are you going to do? Inside here, very, very clean as you'd expect. There's two internal pockets, one on the left, one on the right. Both have a button. It is missing that third pocket. You're going to see me open up here. And down at the bottom there, some jackets will have a third internal pocket there. This one does not. I like the third pocket personally. The reason being is when I'm at work, I have my badge, I can slip it in there, then I can kind of bump into all the security things, then it opens up without me having to take out my card from somewhere and then tap the security things. The shoulders on Balmain are very, very built up. You can see me kind of folding it over there. You see really how much padding you really get. And it creates a very swooping, arcing shoulder. So it's very like a masculine look. It looks very tough. The downside to that, though, is you cannot move your arms in this thing. Like, there's just nothing you can really do. You can maybe get your arms halfway up, and beyond that, you're keeping them down. Moving on to the back of the collar, it is stitched right up the middle, as you can see, but then the velvet band is kind of folded around. So there's actually no stitch on that velvet there. So it's almost applied after the fact. So very interesting how they've done that there. I'm not exactly sure how it's been done, but very clean look. Back itself is clean, as you'd expect. You know, there's no embroidery, nothing like that. It's just clean fabric. The fabric itself is like a very sturdy cotton, so you're actually not going to get a lot of creasing. It's going to be very rigid, and because of that, it maintains a clean look. You're not going to get a lot of wrinkles or anything like that. You can see playing with it in the light there. It's even got a little bit of a sheen, so very interesting material. It is just cotton, but it's a very nice cotton. So, I mean, in a jacket like this, especially for the price, you know, you'd maybe hope for wool, but it works out in this case. There's no vents as well at the back, which makes for a very clean look. Anyways, I'm just getting back into these videos now. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I'm a little bit rusty on it. If you'd like to see different shots or you'd like to see specific things, any improvements you think I can be making in these videos, let me know, and going forward, I can change that around. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon.